Shane here with the Lamoth Adventure YouTube channel, and today we're talking knots. Now, knots are very useful. They're not just for camping, they can be around the house. Sometimes an overhand knot just doesn't do it. You need a little bit more of a fancy knot, a more versatile knot. In this video, we'll teach you how to do it, and it's a lot easier than you think. So here are 5 knots that I think everybody should know. Let's get into it. And stick around to the end because we have a bonus feature, and I'll show you how to store your paracord like this. So this knot is called the Evenk knot. Essentially it's for ridge lines, and it is a cinch knot. It's great under load. So you start off with 2 pieces like this, wrap it around your finger twice. Then I like to grab it down here just so it doesn't let go. Go underneath the whole line, and with these 2 fingers right here, pinch your little tail, pull it through like a loop. And once you tighten it all up, that is not coming undone unless under load. But the nice part about that one, this is a tight knot. It is super easy to remove. You just pull on this little tail, comes off immediately. This next knot is called the Bowline Knot, which is said to be one of the most important knots to learn. So you grab your 2 pieces of string, just like so. You just create a little loop on the long end. Your tail goes inside the hole, around your main line, like so, and then back into the hole. Pull it all down. This is a nice strong light knot. It will not cinch up, so wherever you tie it, that's where it is. The only downfall of this is that it's a little bit harder to untie. I will use what is called a Taut-Line knot. Probably my most favorite knot there is. Very simple. Go underneath the line, do 1 loop around, another loop around, and for your 3rd loop, you go at the top here, underneath, and you pull it through that loop. Pull this down, and now it is adjustable. It makes a very nice tight line. Cinch it back down. It's fairly easy enough to untie if need be. This next knot is very simple and easy, but very useful to hang gear or a tarp. It's called a Prusik Knot. You go over, you put your line on it, go 1, 2, 3. And then when you pull it through, you have a lovely knot up here. And it's also adjustable, so if you have a tarp that needs to be tightening, you can tighten it like that. And tie up some gear onto it if you need to. And if you want to tie up your tarp, mine has a loop like this, but it'll work with grommets too. Put it in. Now you could just simply put this in here, and that would work. But for extra measure, like that, double it, put it in, and that is going nowhere. Now this next knot is pretty simple. It's called a Fisherman's knot. So let's say you have 2 pieces of rope that you want to tie together, or you just want to tie up both to make a loop and be very sturdy. This one will be almost impossible to come apart once you have it. So let's start by putting our 2 lines together, okay? And then you do a simple overhand knot with your line, like that. You do an overhand knot on it, okay? And you do an overhand knot with this one. Very simple. My rope's getting away from me here. Put that in. And when you cinch them together, if I were to pull this together so hard, you would barely be able to get this off. But as a little bonus here, I will show you how to do it to make it look a little bit cooler. Now this one is called the double fisherman's knot, and it just looks a little bit better than the regular one. Same thing, double up like this, then you go to do your overhand knot, but you twist it over once, twist it over itself, and then you'll end up with like a figure 8 looking thing here. And you're going to jam your string inside that figure 8. When you pull it together, you have one that looks like that. Do the same thing on the other side, over itself. There's a little figure 8 going on here. You put it in there. When you cinch it up together, visually, that looks great. Now, as a little bonus for sticking around for this video, I'm going to show you how you can take your messed up paracord like this, turn it into this, and be able to put it on a little carabiner and carry it around. Very simple. Let's get into that. So the first thing you want to do, especially with paracord, you want to singe the ends with a lighter. It'll keep it all intact and it won't fray. Then you're going to create a loop like this. You're just going to double it and tie it into like an overhand knot. Like that. Once you have that, just pinch the end here and start wrapping the rope around your fingers. Now, you want to leave enough of a tail so that take it all in a bunch, and then you just start wrapping your cord around itself, like so. And when you get to the end of it, you just undo your little loop at the end, tuck that in, tighten it up. And there you have it, ready to put it on the carabiner. Now, some of these knots that I've done today only work on the paracord that I use. Most of the time, if I'm camping, it's a lot easier to carry little paracord like this. This is 550, it's very, very strong, than big rope. So those are the videos of the knots. I hope they were helpful for you. I hope that you drop a like button and comment to see which one you like the most and which one you think is most versatile. And if you have a different knot that you think is better than these, put a comment, let me know.